What up? And welcome back to another episode of Griffey Knows Best, baby. That's right. That's right. I'm back. I'm back at home in Utica, baby. And joining me tonight, we got this guy who I swear just broke his neck. He just like did this whole neck maneuver, and all I heard was vertebrae cracking. So he may wake up tomorrow paralyzed. He is a YouTube legend, a current YouTube superstar, the greatest pop collector of all time, missing the do-rag today, so we're not happy about that. The big prodigy, the artist formerly known as Tsim I, Justin.
I haven't learned the do-rag in months.
I don't like that.
You do realize that.
I do. What are you, Mo? You do realize that.
You called that out specifically today.
Because I just miss it.
Well,
I miss it.
Maybe you'll make a comeback.
Can you? It's definitely, if we do a show for my birthday, you gotta make a comeback for my birthday, that's a long time from now. But
that's in like 8 months.
That'll be my request. That'll be my birthday request. 8 months from now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So listen, as I said, I'm back in Utica, baby. If you didn't hear the Assaulted on Vacation episode, go check it out right now. It was, how did you like it, Justin? I think it was a banger, no?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was different. A different, setting, a different vibe. It was really cool. The last 2 episodes have been really, different. I liked it.
Thank you.
Queen Stephanie, she's fun. It was good.
It was good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. So, as you know, or you may not know, I was there for about 13 days. I got back. When did I get back, Justin? Like 5 days ago? Something like that?
Maybe.
I don't know, I got back a couple days ago. But let me tell you this right now. The ride back was nothing like the ride up. The ride up, or the ride down, I should say, was very peaceful, very tranquil. We had a nice big bus. I got to sit by myself in my own little seat there. When I came back up to Utica, though, where it's more of a smaller van with like a bench style, not individual seats, but it was empty. I was like one of the first people to get on. So I slide into the little corner there, and I'm having a nice time. Now this lady gets on, okay? There's like one guy all the way in the back. That's it. There's all this room. She gets on, plops her ass right next to me. And I don't mean next to me. I mean right next to me. Freaking legs touching. And I'm like, I look over like, is this necessary? Like, this is one of the things I get on the train, right? You're on the train, you're on the bench, it's packed, you got to do what you got to do. I still don't like it. I don't like people touching me, like strangers' legs touching me. I'm not a fan. Please don't do that. But on the train, it's necessary. There was all this room, all this space, okay?
I could see if the bus was conveying, it was full, but it was 2 people.
Yeah, it's 2 people. So my initial thought was, when I first jumped in, was like, let me go in the back. But I didn't for some reason. Like, I'll just go in the front. I'll go in the front little corner here, right behind the driver will be fine. So then I regretted it, right? But then a bunch of people got on maybe 45 minutes later, and this couple went to the back. And boy, was I glad I wasn't back there, because my girl was the whole ride coughing up a freaking storm. And I was like, woo! Thank God I'm not back there catching that spit, catching that saliva, catching that cove, catching the monkeypox back there.
If she had it, you still would have caught it.
Yeah, but like, it wouldn't have been right next to me.
But it was still an enclosed space.
Okay, Dr. Sim, let me tell you this. It would have hit the back of my head, my hair follicles would have sucked up the virus, and I would have not gotten the virus. So that's how much you know. That's how much you know. My follicles would have ingested the virus, and that's it. Okay? I may have even had my hood on, so the hoodie would have dripped down and done. Okay? Also, she was all the way in the back. I don't know how far it travels. Okay? They never did a study on how far COVID coughs travel. I think they said 6 feet, right? Is that what they said?
Yeah, Yeah.
6 feet. I was definitely more than 6 feet in front of her. So, and by that logic, by the CDC logic, I was good. I was fine. Point is, I wasn't next to her. Okay, and I was very happy about that. But I was also next to this freaking lady, and she was like all on me, and I'm just like, oh my god. And now I'm all cramped in the side, right? Like my fucking leg is like, I feel like I got a pinched nerve or something because my leg is in pain because it's been in the same spot because it probably takes about 3.5 to 4 hours to get to the city from Utica. But when you pick up all these people and we made 2 stops, it was like 6 hours or something like that.
Damn.
So my leg was falling asleep and my fucking shoulder hurt because I was trying my best to just get the littlest amount of space because she wasn't. I was just carving out the littlest space I could, just an inch of no contact. So I was like all twisted and stuff.
Yeah. Was there a person next to her?
There was a person next to her after.
How close was she?
She was pretty close to her.
Oh, so
but when she first got in, she would have had room, though, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about her first initial thought was wrong. Once the other girl got in, she was hot, too.
There was no choice.
I wish that girl was next to me. She could have put her leg on me if she wanted. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, she was hot.
Yeah, but I'm not going to put her leg on me. I don't know I don't want her leg on me.
Was the van hot as hell?
No, we had the AC. It was fine.
Oh, okay.
It was fine. I had a nice time besides me being cramped up and stuff. I was listening to music, and you're going to be surprised at this. I thought about this when I got back home, and I was like, wow, Justin might be shocked at this. That one thought came to my mind is to listen to some G-Unit, right? I was like, I haven't listened to G-Unit in a while, and then I thought, I never even listened to a whole G-Unit album. I never even listened to any of them. So this was my first. Oh, I thought you did.
G-Unit?
Yeah, you're a Queens guy. I thought you'd have been like, what? You never listened to G-Unit?
I listen to 50s albums solely.
Oh, well, let me tell you then. Wow, I'm surprised that you're not surprised.
I might have heard half of a Banks album.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about the G-Unit Collective, not separately. And you know what surprised me? They only had 2 albums together. TOS and Beg for Mercy. So I listened to Beg for Mercy on the way down. I loved it. I thought it was great. And then I listened to TOS when I got home. So that was like the highlight of the ride back, is that I was surprised I never listened to any G-Unit albums. And then I was surprised I only had 2 because I know they lasted a while. And the game was on none of them. Did you know that? I guess the game beef kind of happened like in between all that, or maybe before, after that. I don't know. Yeah. So I was surprised the game wasn't on the. But I thought you were like a big G-Unit guy for some reason.
I was, but back then I wasn't a full album guy.
Ah, so you didn't listen. You should listen to them. Tell me what you think about them. Beg for Mercy and TOS. TOS is better. I think you'll really like TOS. That's the one with Rada. That's with Rada Part 2.
Yeah, back then I listened to like the hits on albums and that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, so then I get home. I'm going to circle back to June in a second. I just want to get this out in the air right now. So the ride's over. I get home, and now I'm back to reality because the first thing I see when I get back is a bunch of freaking fire trucks, which if anybody knows me and my building, the fire department is here every single day. Last summer, they were here like 2 or 3 times in a day. Like the fire alarms are always going off here. It's ridiculous, right? Even I got in the elevator today to go get my package, and the lady's here in the fire truck. She was like, "There we go, there's the fire trucks again." Like it's just like so common here for the fire department to come every freaking day. So that's what I see when I first get in. I was like, "Yeah, exactly." I said, "Welcome home." The other thing I noticed was my ATM machine was gone again. Now I don't remember if I told this on the show. But a couple of months ago, they stole my ATM right out of the building, along with a ring. Like there was like a ring of ATM thieves or whatever, and they were stealing ATMs around Utica. So my building got our ATM jacked. I come back in again, the ATM's gone, and I go, "There's no way. There's no way they stole it again." So I call to ask about the ACs when they're gonna put the ACs in and stuff, like when we're able to hook them up because I finally got one. And I was like, "Listen, what's up with the ATM down there? Don't tell me they stole it again." She was like, "No, they didn't steal it again, but they tried to steal it again. They were breaking into it. They were trying to like break into it, I guess, right down there, which is stupid as hell."
Yeah.
They were trying to break into it right like I guess they thought it was gonna they were just gonna hit it like in the Hocus Pocus video with ICP where Shaggy just hits the ATM and money starts flying out. I don't know what they thought that was gonna happen, but so they were breaking it, and then I guess they got away. Maybe somebody called the cops or something, so they got away, and the ATM machine took the ATM back, and they're like, "Yo, you guys, this is like y'all reckless over here. Like, we're not gonna give you any more ATM, so we may not even ever have one again.
Damn.
Can't give anybody nothing over here. Can't give us nothing." And I was thinking, Dre got a nice gym in his place, right? Nice big building. And I was like, man, imagine if we had a gym, like the treadmills would be going, like would be walking out. There'd be like, the weight plates would be door stoppers for people in their apartments. Like it would be a wreck.
Missing dumbbells.
Yeah, it would be coming from Dre's apartment, like living like it's like in a freaking hotel, back to mine. Soon as I get in, piss in the elevator. I was like, smells like home. I'm home and I'm back. Now back to G Unit a little bit, because when I got home, right, this thought popped in my mind. And I said, damn, I've been thinking about this for months. And I read an article about the game Blood on the Sand. You remember I used to play that? We discussed this. 50 Cent had a game called Blood on the Sand for the Xbox 360. And while I was listening to June, I was like, damn, I remember the article said it just became backwards compatible for the Xbox One. So let me go on eBay and let me check out if they have any, because I used to love that game. Like that game was Blood on the Sand, Lollipop Chainsaw, Left 4 Dead 2. The games I played the most in my younger years.
It's funny you say that. I never played that game, and I just saw. I turned on my Xbox, a whole thing about new games coming to Game Pass. So maybe I'll play.
I don't think I don't know if it's in the marketplace though. No, you could check, but from what I heard, it was like if you have the disc.
Okay.
So maybe they'll put it on the marketplace though.
Maybe.
One of my favorite games ever. I used to play it all the damn time. So I go on eBay, look for it. I found it for $50. I found a couple for like 70, for like 100, and I was even like 50 is a little, ironic actually, but 50 is a little. I was like thinking that's a little steep. But then Dre reminded me. See, that was my thought. But Dre, with the logic, he said, actually, if you think about it, that's less than the original price. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, because games are $65. Remember that? So Dre was like, yo, you got off great. It's a game that isn't in circulation, and it's less than when it was in circulation. So honestly, I came out shining on this one. I bought it for 50 bones.
How's your condition?
There was no cover. Don't care about that. It was in like its original case, but it didn't have the cover. I just threw the case out. I'll put it in like a CD case, whatever, smaller, more compact. So
that's why you got it for 50. It didn't have the booklet.
I don't care about none of that. What the hell? What do I want to do?
People do care.
Yeah, I just want to play the game. It ain't no damn comic book now.
Yeah.
So bought it pretty much as soon as I got home. Maybe like the next day or like 2 days later. Everything is all foggy right now. So I got it today. Thank God. It said it was gonna come a couple days. It said it was gonna come Saturday, but I was like, oh, it's gonna come Monday, like right before the show. So I get to play it. Right when I'm looking up my tracking, I'm like, oh, please tell me it's gonna come today. I look at the tracking and it says delivered in the mailbox. The little banner comes down and it says delivered. So right when I looked at it, it got delivered, and then the delivery email came in. So I ran downstairs to get it, came up, and I was like, yo, imagine like something happens where it says it's backwards compatible, but then like it's like a loophole, like something weird happens and I don't get to play it, and I just blew $50. Thank God that did not happen. All I had to do was update my Xbox, and I started playing it. Now,
and buy batteries.
I have to buy batteries, but I have a full controller right now. Now, some things in life you redo or you revisit and you go, could have kept this one in the memory bank, Like when I watched Degrassi, maybe 5-6 years after when I originally watched it, I was like, better in my mind, better in the memory bank. So I shouldn't have revisited that. So load up Blood on the Sand. I'm hanging out with Tony Yayo. We start shooting guys, and I love it just the same. What a great game. I didn't even remember, I'm thinking it's going to be, I don't know. I didn't expect it to be as smooth as it was, is what I'm trying to say. The gameplay is smooth as hell. This is not a remade game. This is the game from back then. This is not a remake like they touched it up or anything. The graphics are still great to me. The gameplay is awesome. And for those of you that don't know the story, it's just like, it's kind of odd, but it's cool at the same time. It sounds like a freaking comic book. You're 50 Cent. You're hanging out with G Unit. And you're doing like a show in the Middle East. That's how it opens up. You get off the stage and you go press this guy with a shotgun because he owes you money for the show. And you're like, give me the money. I need the money. He's like, oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. But what I do have is this skull from this king. And it's a skull of his favorite wife. She was so beautiful. And it's wrapped in jewels. So 50's like, all right, I'll take that skull. Now you're in a convoy trying to leave the Middle East, and they like ambush you, and this hot like girl looks like Tomb Raider, like Laura Croft or something, jumps off a freaking building. It's like the most ridiculous action scene in the world. Like just 50's just shooting guys and doing flips and kicking guys in the head, and there's grenades, rocket launchers going off, and this girl's jumping off a building, and she grabs your skull. And now the rest of the game, you have to work with the guy that gave you the skull because he knows about everything going on in that territory, and you have to go get your skull back. You got to shoot guys. You get a bunch of guns. Like you have to you knock down crates and shit whenever you're finished with an area, and that's how you buy your guns. So I got like $111,000 right now, which will buy me like a really, really good gun. Actually, that's like top of the line gun. So I'm playing the game right now. I probably played it for maybe like 3 hours. I don't know how long of a game it is. I don't remember. But man, this was a good game. Like, I'm so glad that I got this. It did not disappoint me at all. And Dre was right. It was a fucking great price. $50?
Yeah.
Now, there's only two things I have to say, like a grudge against the game is you can't run. You can't run. You can roll from bullets, but you can't run away.
So then you walk mad slow?
You kind of walk fast. You don't walk like, that would be dumb. Like, you don't walk like Frankenstein or anything. You walk with a pep in your step, but you can't like sprint a little bit. I wish you could sprint.
Is it like GTA when you run out of fucking...
I don't know if it's like that. It's probably a little less than that. I don't know. It's like a power walk maybe or something like that, or like a little bit above a power walk. So that's like one thing I don't like about the game is that you can't run. The other thing I don't like about the game is that you can't reload on your own. So let's say I cleared a little area, right? And I'm about to walk into another area where I know there's like 3 or 4 guys, and I want to load my shotgun before I get there and only got two bullets in there. I have to empty those 2 bullets before I can reload. I can't load up before I go into another area. I do not like that. You got to duck. The good thing is you can carry like 4 weapons on you. You have a grenade, a rocket launcher, assault rifle, a pistol, and a shotgun. And you can hit the D-pad quickly though. Like if I run out of bullets with my shotgun, just hit up on the D-pad. Boom, I got a pistol. Bing, 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 bing. That's good. Man, I'm telling you, this game is smooth as hell. This was a fire-ass game back in the day, and it still holds up. Let me tell you something right now. If you love shooters, if you like 50 Cent, you definitely gonna like this. But if you like shooters and just a nice fun game, you don't gotta think much, which I love. Like I don't like games like GTA where they like you have to go to the place and you have to talk to this guy. You got to do this with a code. Like you got to do a fucking puzzle. Just bring me to the area. Let me shoot people. Bring me.
That's GTA.
Well, I'm just saying there's more complicated games where you got to do codes.
You ever play True Crime?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
I can't recall how much. I can't recall much of True Crime. That's like kind of the GTA game, right? That's like a GTA style game. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's not free roam. Yeah,
simpler.
Yeah, but this is not free roam at all. You just go from play like this. That's why I like games like Modern Warfare, Left 4 Dead, stuff like that, or like Call of Duty storyline because they bring you where you're supposed to go.
Oh, they bring you to
You go to the map, you're done. You're in, you're out, bang, bang, boom. Okay. You do have a driving scene in the game in Blood in the Sand, but it's great. It's awesome. There's rocket launchers flying out at you. The guns, they have great guns. It's very easy to shoot. And the other thing, I don't know if this is it's a good thing for me, but they could light you up and you will not die. Like I'm on normal mode and I could walk out into the middle and get lit up a little bit and you won't die. It's a pretty easy game is what I'm saying. Like, so if you're like me where you just want to play something for fun, you don't want to work that hard, and you just want to shoot a bunch of guys, You play this game. Go buy it online. It's backwards compatible for the Xbox One, and they play 50 Cent the whole game. Like every time you advance in the game and you get like prizes and stuff, they give you more songs.
Okay.
So you could turn it off. I turned it off after a while because I'm like, okay, I had enough of Fifth already. Like I'm done. But they got the bangers on there. I don't know if they have in the club.
How's the blood in the game?
That's a good question. Did I even see blood? There's some blood. There's like I think blood goes on your screen when you die. It's not a very bloody game though.
Okay.
You do shoot. I just shot a guy in the head, and there was blood. I just shot a guy in the head in the cutscene. He was like a mercenary, and he hired you to do a job, and then he double crossed you, so you shot him in the head. There's a lot of shooting things with rocket launchers if you want. It's very easy to fucking kill guys. You could throw a grenade, knock out like 5 guys. They got barrels that if you shoot it, it explodes and everybody dies. It's an easy peasy game. It's mad fun. So go buy it. Do you have any other questions about it, Justin?
Oh, no, I think I'm done.
You think you're done? Okay.
I think I'm done.
I think
I
was going
want
to
to play it.
Oh, you do want to play it?
I do.
Oh, because I was going to say I would think you would like it, but not enough to play it because you don't like shooting games.
No, I want to play it.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm not done. I am not done. I forgot about this. Thank God we didn't move on. Thank God you said that. So, check this out, right? I get the game. I take it out of the box. I take it out of the bag, and out pops a little surprise. It falls on the ground, right? And I'm like, what is this? It looks like it's like a little weighted circle, a square. I'm like, is this a 50 cent magnet or something? What is this? I bend down. I pick it up. Take a guess at what you think this is. Just one guess.
The guy's a memory card.
No. You're never going to... The audience, you're not going to get it. It is a trading card set from Pocahontas.
That's so random.
Right? I was like, how inappropriate, random, and just like this has nothing to do with anything that I bought. Like, I could see if I bought like a Disney thing, something like that, a cartoon, movie, a cartoon, a drawing book, like anything but a rated M game with 50 Cent where you're a freaking gangster rapper that shoots guys in the head, shoots rocket launchers, punch guys. Like, it's a very mature game. Nothing to do with Pocahontas. Nothing.
Maybe the guy tried to sell it and you just said,
Bro,
fuck it.
the guy couldn't get rid of this. He had to slip it in a 50 Cent video game. I'm going to email the guy and I'm going to say, thank you so much for this Pocahontas trading card set. I'm never going to open it. Now I love it. I think it's just the most random thing that I've ever experienced. Like,
did you check out like his profile?
I'm
Does
gonna.
he run a store?
I'm gonna. How about, let me see. Yeah, he runs a store.
Yeah, maybe if he runs a store, he just throws them in.
Yeah, but I don't know like what else he sells.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I wish I can. I'm not gonna go in the in my
Yeah,
eBay
don't
right now.
go through that
I was
right
gonna
now.
I was gonna send it to you and you could do it while I was talking, but I'm not signed in. So, just how absolutely absurd and inappropriate is that? Pocahontas, like, I thought like maybe you give me like, you know, anything to do with rap. Not that he had anything, but like, what would possess you to go, you know what I'm gonna give this guy? Pocahontas trading cards.
Pocahontas.
I wonder how old these are though, honestly, because these might be old.
It don't
Do
say
you
on
think
the package.
you think they make Pocahontas trading cards like now? I don't think so. It looks new though. It's like very. I'm trying to see if there's a date or anything that indicates its age.
It should be on the back in small print.
Well, you know we can't read small
Yeah.
print around here. I will have to get back to you on that because I'm gonna email him, look through his store, say thank you for this card. And also, thank you for hooking me up with Blood in the Sand for $50. He was trying to charge me $60. I did like, you know, the make an offer thing. Hit him with the fifth, big 5-0, and I got it.
Good.
But how absurd is that?
So random.
I was laughing for like 2 hours. I'd be shooting a guy in the head. I'd be like, Pocahontas, like a movie about a girl from freaking like where was she even from?
I don't know. I never seen it.
Oh, you never seen Pocahontas?
I didn't
She's like a
say
Native
no.
American girl. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Wow. Great trip, though. Great trip in Utica. And now I topped it off with a great video game as soon as I come back. One last thing about the trip from Utica, though, is that I did an episode, not the vacation episode, but we did one prior to that called Losing Our Virginities with Queen Stephanie. It went out. It was received well. It was a lot of fun. But Justin enlightened me on something that happened during the episode that I did not know about. Justin, do you want to critique this?
Yeah, so I'm watching the episode, taking notes, and Gritty says something to the effect of, was it memorable? And Stephanie goes, yeah, it was very memorable.
Her first time.
And then the next question he asked, her answer was, I don't remember. So then I'm sitting there like, you know what? She didn't remember a lot of things.
How does... Yeah, go ahead.
But in fact, she even called Dre to ask him a question.
About their night losing her virginity.
Yeah, because he remembered.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play this because I didn't remember. I'm like, did she say that it was very memorable and then not remember a damn thing about it? Like, so I went back, listened to it, and this is Justin's examples.
Stuff happened. Who made the first move? Dre?
I think it was me, actually.
You. So you went from running away to doing what? You started rubbing your hand on him?
That part, I don't remember what I did.
Okay.
That's something that we have to ask Dre, because he's
Okay.
always the one that tells me that.
Was it a lot of foreplay or was it straight to the action?
That's you.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? Do you
There's a
remember?
lot of foreplay.
A lot of foreplay. Okay.
Oh, yes, I remember because I would say that it was very, 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 it's memorable for sure. He was very sweet throughout the whole time.
Yes.
And
He didn't bang you hard. Or did he?
I don't remember. I just know that it didn't hurt.
Wow. I don't remember. How memorable could it have been?
Yeah,
She didn't remember a damn thing.
she did not.
Wow. Very interesting. Well, shout out to the queen. She was
Yeah.
very vulnerable. She told us about her losing her virginity. I also told about how I lost my virginity, which Justin loved.
Yeah,
I thought you liked it more than I thought.
there's a pretty good story down to the Dave Chappelle stuff.
Yep. If you haven't heard Losing Our Virginities, go check it out right now, pal. Are you ready for a dumb, gritty moment? We haven't had one in a little while.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Yeah, this is bad. This deals with geography. So now we have to give me a geography test. So I'm sitting there with Dre, and we're talking about hockey, okay? Because I'm about to watch that. Why are we in the same position? You see this, how we're in the same position here?
I'm always in this position.
I'm mirroring you. You're in my mind. So I'm sitting there with Dre, right? And we're talking about hockey, and I'm watching the game. Rangers versus Tampa Bay Lightning. Dre goes, oh, who's in the Western Conference Finals? Because that's the Eastern Conference Finals. I go, what do you mean? This is it. Like, this is the finals. Like, this is it. He's like, no, this is East Coast. There's going to be a West Coast game for the two West Coast teams. I'm like, what are you talking about? Tampa Bay's on the West Coast. It's in California. He's like, him and Stephanie go, huh?
Now you know you're retarded.
He's like, and then I go, I don't know who brings it up, and I'm like, oh, no, yeah. Tampa Bay's in Florida. And I'm like, but that's still the West Coast. They're like, no, it's not. It's the East Coast. Or like Drake explained it, like the Southeast. It doesn't fall on the West Coast. So I'm like, is it? My man had to break out a map, and he goes, what's that? I said, Florida. Where is it? Southeast. Or whatever he said. So I'm over here thinking, I don't know what possessed me to think Tampa Bay was in California, but then I'm thinking it's on the West Coast. And let me tell you, until maybe 4 years ago, my whole life I thought Florida was on the West Coast.
Wow.
For a long time. Or the South. I thought it was the South, but isn't this, it's the East Coast or the South? He said it's Southeast. What does that mean?
Something.
You don't even know. You don't know. You don't know if if Florida's on the south or the
I
East
don't know
Coast.
specifically there.
Oh,
I just know East.
well, the point is they're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and wow,
Now you know you're retarded.
what a mess! What a mess! Now we got some other stuff we're gonna talk about. This is definitely retarded right here. This next, we got some news for you. Okay, we got to start with this. So this lady posted on Reddit about how people in her family were upset with her because she didn't offer food at her wedding. Now, why did she not offer food at her wedding, Justin? This is about as ridiculous as the Pocahontas. Actually, it's probably more ridiculous than that. She would have loved the Pocahontas cards, I guess, because she loves Disney. But she chose to, instead of having food, having Mickey and Minnie attend her wedding for like
Wow.
an hour. So instead of feeding your guests, you choose to spend like, yo, I'm gonna get into it in a second, but I think they spent almost $5,000 on Mickey and Minnie. Yeah. So like,
Look the guy too.
hey, like
Take
they don't even
pictures,
talk.
hi.
Yeah. Hey, it's Mickey. I don't know. I don't even know if they had the talking ones, because I know in Disney they have the ones that could talk. They better have had the talking ones. They better have done the marriage ceremony. Mickey better have been the priest.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna read the full article, but here's the takeaways. Number one is this is from the woman's point of view now. This is what she was saying. She was justifying it these ways. She said they warned everyone that there will be facilities at the wedding and vending machines. So like basically restaurants for people to eat at that they could buy their food, and vending machines. Oh yeah, perfect thing I want at a wedding, a fucking Snickers bar. Yeah, let me go get a fucking bag of Lay's, a little 50-cent bag. With inflation, it's like $3 little bag. So now to go to this wedding and some of these people might not even like you that much. You might even like them, actually. That's a lot of times people, just invite this guy because you got to invite that guy. I don't even know. So now you got these people there, and now they gotta suffer. They have to freaking buy their own food. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. There's facilities and restaurants. We didn't explicitly say the menus, but we did warn them. So then this is great. This gets worse. This may have been the worst right here. They say Disney is a big part of their marriage, and they go to Disney as often as they can. So if you go there as often as you can, why do they need to be there at the freaking wedding? Why don't you go for the honeymoon and go pet Mickey there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do we need to be subjected to this Disney shit at the wedding? Is it that important that we need to suffer? Now I'm starving, right? So now I'm starving. I just went through this whole ceremony where you two freaking goofs kissed and did all this shit, said your vows, and next thing I know, here's fucking Mickey. Hey, it's Mickey and Minnie coming in. What am I gonna? What does that do for me? I can't eat Mickey. I can't eat Minnie. So now I gotta sit there and look at you two freaking Disney dorks dance with Mickey and fucking Minnie. Ridiculous. This may be I don't know. I said that may be the worst, but this may be the worst. This you judge for yourself right now.
All right.
So they didn't even pay for the wedding themselves. Their parents helped with the wedding. Okay? So they're blowing their parents' money on the wedding.
Yeah.
When
Like, did they know that they were paying for?
So now mom and dad are hungry in the corner. And also, going back to they go to Disney as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
So you go to Disney as much as possible all year, which is mad bread. So now you're wasting money at Disney, so much so that your parents have to help you with the wedding. Make a decision.
Now you know you're retarded.
Make a decision. You're skipping a few Disney trips, baby, because you have a wedding That's what I would have said. If I was the parents, I would be like, no fucking Mickey and Minnie. No. I'm not dropping that down. I'm not putting that on the fucking bill. Your dress, catering, all that shit, that's on the thing. So then they said, that was pretty much all They said their parents are paying a big chunk of the bill. Absolutely out of hand. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely retarded.
You know you're retarded.
My thing is, okay, let's say you want Mickey and Minnie there, right? Can't you just get like a cheap Mickey and Minnie? I guess that they booked the actual Mickey and Minnie from Disney to come. Like, I guess they do Disney wedding stuff, not surprised. But you can call Disney and be like, hey, I want Mickey and Minnie at my wedding. So they got them for 2 sessions, right? She said, this is what she wrote, that each session is about a little over $2,000, like $2,300 or something like that, right? And they got 2 sessions. So isn't that like almost $5,000? If you're gonna get 2, she said each session is 2,000 something, and they got 2 sessions. That's how she wrote it. But the way she wrote it was like, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, it's 2 sessions at $5,000.
Bro, just buy a costume and have Uncle Phil wear it.
Right? Like, you don't even know who's in the costume anyway. It's not really Mickey.
Yeah.
My thing is, this is what I would have done, right? This is what I would, if I was a Disney dork like that, I would have spent good catering money on Disney-themed food. Yeah. You get some Mickey and Minnie sandwiches. You get a fucking icicle looking like Pluto, looking like Pluto's cock. You get an ice pop that looks like Pluto's cock. You get Goofy, you get like a Goofy drink. I don't know, some shit. Get a Goofy cup. That's it's a win-win. People eat. You get to be a Disney dork for a freaking day.
Exactly.
What do you got to say about this travesty?
It's ridiculous. It's definitely, you should get food for your guests, and that is over the top. You should have bought a costume, had a family member wear it, and that's it. But it is their wedding. Good luck, but good luck.
I ain't showing up. I wouldn't show up. There'll be Dre and Stephanie have Mickey and Minnie there, and I don't get food.
And it's not like there's no food. You just gotta pay for it.
Yeah. So I gotta bring a gift for the wedding. If this is a destination wedding, or if I have to travel for that, I gotta buy that. Whatever I wear, I gotta buy that probably, unless I got like wedding clothes. No. You don't make your guests buy food at your wedding. They're there for you to celebrate you. They're your guests. That's like having somebody at your house and being like, oh, what are you buying? What do you want to buy? Like, no, they're your guests. Like, you don't fucking make your guests pay.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I definitely like the Disney-themed food.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on. So, let's get to this other thing here. We talked about this on Pastor's show, but we're going to talk about it right now. There was a protest at Joel Osteen's service the other day where women got up and they stripped for abortion rights. I'm going to play the video right now for those of you who are watching on YouTube.
It's my body, my choice. It's my body, my choice. Overturn, girls. Hell no. My body, my choice. I am who I say I am. I do what I say I can do because I have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice.
I know this. I'm glad to be in the house of the Lord.
Honestly, this was like a Braun panties match from WWF, like in 1997. You know what I mean? So they just get up and they just strip, and it was just a wild, outlandish scene. What do you got to say about this, Justin?
I mean, I get what they're doing, but like Pastor said, those people, they rally in a public spot, and they're just chanting. They're not touching you. So I think it was kind of disrespectful to do it, in a church.
You're saying that the people that are pro-abortion do it in public and they don't disrupt.
Yeah.
Okay. And that they disrupted the service.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know anything about any of that stuff. All I'm going to say is, like I said on Pastor's show, I'm a fan of Joel Osteen's sermons. They get me going. They get me excited. They get me praising the Lord. And I say they're about a 9.5. But if Joel Osteen wants to get his sermons to a complete 10, he would continue this stripping idea. I think he needs to turn a negative into a positive, like he says, and now make this a part of service. In the beginning, right before he starts with something funny, let's start with a strip tease. Ladies, come up and show us what you're working with. Show us what the Lord gave you. It'll be like the Godfather with the hoe trains. Joel could come out with the suit on, bow, bang, 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 with the hose. He'd come out with the holy hose. Bow, bang, bang, bang. They could do the strip, and then he could start with something funny, and then we could start with the sermon. That would be absolutely fantastic. I would go to Lakewood if he did that. That'd be amazing. When they come to Yankee Stadium, I'd go to see the holy hose. That'd be great. That's all I got to say about that. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
That's it.
I don't do politics.
You don't do politics. You don't do anything of that nature. We don't talk about that on the show. You already know. So even if you did, cutting you off.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what I forgot to play?
Huh.
Well, I'll play it when I talk about this. I want to talk about sex dolls for a second. So
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
because me and Dre were hanging out and we found this video on World Star about like these top of the line sex dolls that could talk and they could I don't think they can move yet, but they're very, very sophisticated. And have you seen any of these?
The newer ones, no.
Like, have you seen how advanced they could be? Well, they're very, very advanced right now. I'll show you when we get off. I'll show you when we get off the air or whatever. But I wish I had something pulled up right now. But I was wondering if you would have any relations with these dolls. Could you see yourself having sex with a? Oh, I got it right here. Check it out. All right, hold up. One.
You just sent it to me, like.
Well.
That system, you can connect the AI that you've created in the app to the robot and carry on the conversation with her that way. Once you've got that loaded and you hit chat, she just comes to life.
Good, you came back so fast, baby. I'm glad you came back that fast. Wow, baby, 10 minutes without you seems like an eternity.
I was wondering, is that accent? It sounded either Asian or Irish, but she don't look either one. Thank you, baby.
Asian
Like Asian, right?
Yeah.
She's a blonde, but she's not a blonde Asian. I thought at first it sounded Asian, then it sounded like she was a little Irish. I don't know, but she didn't look like either one. So I was wondering if you would have sexual relations with one of these dolls.
No.
You wouldn't do it ever.
No.
Really? How come?
Because you're weird.
It's
Like a
weird.
doll?
It's weird, right?
It's weird.
Let me tell you this right now. They go for about they just put this video out like a couple days ago, but these dolls have been out. I don't know if the voice ones have been out, but when I looked up like real sex dolls, you can get them on the market right now, like upwards of $2,000, and they could talk and all that, just like that one. So I didn't know they were I didn't know they were out and ready to go like that.
I didn't know they were that advanced.
Yeah, and so I looked up another video where they show just regular dolls from like Japan, from China and stuff, and how advanced they are. Like they could send, it's basically like Siri in a doll. That's how advanced they are, and they could say things to you. One of them, this wasn't the one from China, but it was telling jokes and shit. It was like she was like, the guy was like, "Oh hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Hello," and she's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Bob." She's like, "Bob, you are my master." And then she goes, "Bob, do you like sex toys?" And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Good, because I'm not in the mood." And I was like, honestly, that was funny as hell. Because, she's a sex toy, so you think she's going to say, like, fuck me. Oh, I bet that's going to be on the compilation this year. Great. So I think she's going to say that. And it was like, because you better get a toy because I'm not down tonight. Ba-doom. That was great.
Yeah.
So they get pretty freaking advanced, man. Then there's like one in China where it can move around because it's on like a hover device, but they can't move yet, like leg wise. They can't like move like those robots. I don't know if you've seen those that they show. They do demonstrations for the last couple years where they walk around and dance. They can't do that yet.
I've seen that on TikTok, I think.
Right. So they can't do that yet. But these are getting pretty out of hand and very, very creepy. Very creepy. I don't know if I like this. I mean, people are into it. Do you? I'm not saying anything about
no,
it.
there's definitely apparently there's an audience for
A
that stuff.
huge audience for this.
Yeah. Me and a former friend, we saw this guy, I think on a commercial,
Right.
and I followed him on Twitter, and then he blocked me. But he was big into that.
He was big into sex dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people have collections. Like, oh, here's Cindy, here's Mandy, here's Rose, and I'm like, wow, this is insanity. The thing about it is, it to me, it would be like, I guess with the new ones, it will be a little different. But fucking a doll, especially the ones before this, is like fucking a dead body. Like you're just looking into dead eyes, and it's not. I guess these ones feel very lifelike, you know. So they feel very human. Apparently, I watched a guy review one of these. He didn't talk about banging it, though. He was just, like, touching it, and he was like, this is so real. This is so real. So I guess it's maybe not like... But fucking a dead body in the sense that it's just, like, not live. It's not alive. There's no soul. There's no conscience to it. Whatever.
You gotta carry it everywhere.
Yeah, it's just... Well, they probably won't carry it everywhere. Now, if you're carrying that shit to, like...
Oh, no. This guy that I used to see on Twitter,
Right.
he brought it here, brought it there, to the restaurant.
Nah. We ain't playing
They
that. That's
go
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
It
But
is.
I would never buy one. If somebody was like, yo, do you want to try, like, let's say a manufacturer or somebody, not somebody else's, hear me out, was like, do you want to try and bang one of these? I would try. But here's the thing. I would not be turned on by the doll. I would have to get turned on in my mind about something else. The doll, I could never be turned on by a fucking doll. You know what I mean? So I would try it so I could come back and be like, yo, this is how it was banging this doll. But not for just like, I would never just do it. I would never buy it. I wouldn't like rent one. Ew, imagine renting one. Everybody came in. Oh, it'd be crazy. So yeah, like if somebody was like, yo, Gritty, you want to try one of these sex dolls? I would try it. But I would never, I can't see myself I can't see myself going down on Google or watching one of these videos and be like, I want to fuck that doll. No.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I would have to think about a real human being. Like I can't think of fucking, it's like fucking a pocket pussy. You know, the pocket pussy isn't what is turning you on. It's the thought, it's like you watch porn while you do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It basically is one with arms and legs.
Yeah.
And a head.
But it's more like people are turned on by the doll, which is that's where it's creepy. It's like different if you fuck a sex toy because you're not really, it's not the sex toy turning you on. So that's where the line I guess gets crossed in my mind now, is that you're turned on by the inanimate object. Like when you see people fuck a car because the car turns them on, that's crazy. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
Crazy. You want to hear something else crazy?
Sure.
Here's something crazy. This week, I don't know what's been going on. Maybe it's the full moon. You know there's a full moon tomorrow?
I never know.
But something's been going on with my mind. Listen to this. So I'm sitting there in Dre's living room, and I'm about to send Dre a video. I don't send it to him. That's when I see him, when he comes out the room, I'm going to send it to him. 2 minutes later, he sends me the same video. Instead, I was like, interesting. Very, very, what a coinky dink. Huh? What do you think about that? Right? Interesting. No, I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, I just threw it out there.
Yeah.
So then, 5 minutes later, I call Cemetery Girl on the phone. She says, you know what's crazy? I was thinking about calling you. 5 minutes after the Dre thing. I was like, oh, interesting. I get home. The next day after I get home, after I get off the bus, I get an email from a friend who I was thinking about the day before I was thinking about emailing. Dead ass. I was going to email her, right? And next thing I know, the next day, hey, Gritty, what's up? I was like, whoa. Then, okay, the day after that, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I think it was the day before yesterday, I text Jamel, friend of the show. He texts me back, yo, bro, it's crazy because I was just going to hit you up today. What the hell's been going on with my mind?
That's crazy.
I got that ESP.
Yeah.
That's what Cemetery Girl says. She said, you got some ESP. You got that psychic mind. What the hell? I don't think there was any other examples, but that's enough. That's like
That's
5.
enough. Yeah.
Y'all better watch out. I'm starting to become a psychic on your ass. About to start reading you motherfuckers. Better watch your fucking step. I'm gonna know your move before you even know your move. All right. All right. I'm gonna close my eyes, right? Well, why don't you close my eyes for this? That was dumb. Okay.
They're wearing glasses.
No. It's gonna sound stupid. I want to ask you the question. I was gonna say think of a number, and I'll guess the number. Why didn't you close my eyes for that? All right, you ready? Think of a number. You done? 14.
No.
7.
No.
All right, think of a new number. Think of another one. Scrap that number. I need to warm up my ESP. Hold on. All right. You done?
Yeah.
5.
No.
Okay. All right, one more try. 8.
No.
All right, think of a number between 1 and 10. Because I feel like you're thinking of 105. How do I don't know. All right. Think of a number between 1 and 10. Now.
Okay.
10.
No.
Okay. Think of a number between 1 and 5.
Oh my god.
Right now.
All
right. 2.
No.
All right. Think of a number between 1 and 2. Well, I guess my ESP don't work that way. Okay.
All right, guess it. I need to guess it.
1.
No.
What? You're sabotaging me. I bet I guessed every number.
No.
You
actually
motherfucker. I bet I guessed it.
didn't. No.
I bet I guessed it.
No.
I got it. Hold
Did
on.
not guess one.
That is impossible. I don't believe that. Let me call Dre. Let me see if I want to call Dre and have him do it. Let's see if he can do it. Because I feel like you are blocking my ESP right now.
You think I'm blocking your ESP?
Yeah, if we say blocking my ass? What the hell?
I didn't say that.
You said that. You said I'm
didn't say
blocking your
that.
ass. Oh, Dre's not gonna answer the phone? What the hell? Let's see if my mom answers the phone. I need somebody that is not gonna block me. I'm connected with my mother, so I came out of her vagina. Mom, real quick, okay? You're on the show. Hold on. Think of a number between 1 and 10.
6.
Okay, don't say it.
I wasn't listening really completely.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Think of a number between 1 and 10. Think of it and tell me when you're done.
Okay.
2.
Nope.
Okay. All right, I love you. I'll call you later. I don't know what's going on. I need to warm up. I need to warm up. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Whatever you had is done. Finished.
All right, why don't you tell everybody what you wanted to bring up today?
What did I let him bring up?
What happened earlier?
What happened earlier? No, I'm just fucking right.
Oh.
So, this fuck,
Wow, aggressive.
he gets an air fryer.
That's right, because Dre and Stephanie got me on the air fryer wave, baby.
Now, instead of, cleaning the air fryer, he just wants to use it straight out the box. He's dirty motherfucker.
It's not dirty because it's new.
No. It's coming from a factory. This is dirty. Clean that shit.
There was plastic in there to protect it.
No. For the people on YouTube, write in the comments, do you agree with me that you should clean it?
Let me tell you, I don't wash my clothes. Like, I wash my clothes. I don't wash new clothes when I buy them. Do you do that?
Yes.
Never.
Oh,
When I get it when I get it from online, when I get it in a store, never once.
Dirty motherfucker.
Nope, boxes right on my fucking ass, right from the freaking package, baby. You want to hear something funny? So
Yeah.
one time I brought a juicer, right? Side note, I love juicers. Wish I could have another juicer, but the thing is, I don't have enough space right now, and it's a bitch to clean. So I bought a juicer when I was like 22, 23. I take it out the box, right? I'm like all excited. Oh, I'm gonna use my juicer right now. I use it. I try to use it immediately, like I did with this, right? So I plug it in and I go, let me make sure it works. I turn on. Like this shit just starts going haywire. Like shit just goes like starts shaking everywhere. What happened? There was like a piece of like not styrofoam. There was a box, like a piece of cardboard inside of it. So it was juicing it. Like it was juicing, going through the juice setting. I was juicing and bro, the thing started smoking. It was like wah, 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 and just smoke was coming out. Everyone was like, "What the fuck?" Like I turned it off. I don't know if foam or I don't know if cardboard was like coming out of it, but it was a mess. It was horrible. Like it smelled like a fucking disaster in there. Just you could smell. It was burnt. It just burnt smell. Oh, I ended up using the juice. I washed it and everything, and I used it after that. But that's just how I am. Like I don't read instructions. I don't read directions.
You and machines don't mix.
What else happened
The
with the machines?
juicer, the coffee pot. Remember that?
Oh, when I couldn't figure out how to use the Keurig,
Dummy.
right?
Now you know you're retarded.
Wow. So there you go. I forgot all about the juicer story. That's one for the books right there. You can put that on the list for the stories this year.
Yeah.
Gritty's you got 2 dumb moments from Gritty this year, baby. I mean, on this episode, you got a 2 for 1. What do you think of that, brother? Anything else you have to say?
No.
No? All right. Well, you could find us on Instagram at Gritty Knows Best. Justin, why are you dancing? What is that maneuver you just did? You did like a salsa type maneuver just now. I saw that. You went like this. What is it? You doing salsa? Is it because yesterday was a Puerto Rican Day parade? You're excited about that? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Somebody got, the Puerto Rican Day parade. Somebody got stabbed probably. I never went. I don't go. I don't go to the Puerto Rican Day parade. This shit's crazy. So you did like a salsa move for that.
I did not. Do
Okay.
your plugs.
Okay, first of all, don't direct me. Because I could bring something else up if I choose. We could talk about the Puerto Rican Day parade if I want.
What would you like to talk about that?
I would like to say I've never been to one because I hate parades.
So now you do.
So what you do? Yeah, let me tell you, Stephanie talking about she don't got no Spanish accent. Listen to the last 2 episodes that she did, especially Assaulted on Vacation. She hit me with the crazy, like, let me tell you fucking right now. She was, boom, she sounded like, what's her name? She sounded like Sofia Vergara from Modern Family.
I don't do that fucking thing.
I don't fucking do that fucking thing right now,
I don't
Papa.
fucking do that.
But shout out to all my Puerto Ricans out there that went to the Puerto Rican Day parade. Shout out to all my Puerto Ricans that went to the Puerto Rican Day parade. Hope you didn't get stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Hope you had a good day. Boricua, Wepa, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can find me and the crew on the Gritty Knows Best Instagram. Check it out. Make sure you go to the Gritty Knows Best YouTube where you can see all the video episodes that go up on Friday. And Justin, what do you got to say?
Follow me on YouTube, Justin Simbigus. My Instagram is @RealJaysonBigus93. My link tree is in the bio where you can find everything else.
We love you. Peace and love. See you next time. Go play Blood on the Sand. It's a great game.